everyone. It's Christine Edgar, the Farmington Libraries. For today's maker activity, we will be making a t-shirt tie bag. It's a drawstring bag. So for today, you will need a t-shirt. Almost any size will do. Children's size is fine. You will need 2 pieces of strong twine. I used clothesline rope, so you will need 2 pieces about 120 inches long each, and scissors, 2 between medium and jumbo safety pins. And that's all you need. It's gonna be a really fun activity. So get your things and let's get started. So the first thing I did was I laid this out flat. I turned it inside out. You'll wanna do that. Now we're just gonna cut the sleeves. So for this, I would say I'm gonna cut like the last 2 inches off the bottom for my project. You don't want it to be too long. We're gonna cut this into strips now. I have done this before where I measured it out and traced some lines. I feel like that's more work than it's worth. So what we're going to do is cut through both layers, and we're going to cut about 1-inch strips. Don't quote me on that. I'm not really good at measuring. But for this, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to cut these. Because this is a no-sew bag. Okay, and then just split the end here. Just cut it up the seam. And now what we're going to do is tie it. So we're going to take that top and bottom layer and we're going to tie it. And now, if you wanted, you could tie them again. You could tie it, so this is going one way, this is going one way. You could tie these two together, like, because there's a little gap here. This part doesn't matter as much because this is like the side of the bag. But if you want it to look nice and neat, you could do that. It's an optional step. You're just kind of tying it in the opposite direction. Okay, and now we're going to repeat on the other side. Okay, and now we're going to do the bottom. So the bottom, we don't need to cut off the ends like we would do the sleeves. But you do want to make it nice so you can line them up, the top and bottom layers. So I'm going to cut down the side. And I'm going to start cutting 1-inch layers, maybe about 2 inches long. Now, as I'm cutting, I'll just say we've had a lot of people send in photos of projects that they've done in one of our maker activities because they wanted to share, and we have loved that. That has just made my day. Seeing that somebody had fun and appreciated what we do was just wonderful. So if anyone wants to send things in, just for us to see, you could send it to FLREF. That is the Information Services email. It's flref@farmingtonlibraries.org. If you would allow us to use it on social media, you could just say that. And if you wouldn't mind us including your name, we could do that. If you don't want to, that's fine too. It's just nice to be able to share that on our accounts and people can see the fun stuff that we're doing and that people are enjoying it. It's nice to spread the word. Found this activity on Pinterest. There were a couple of people that had posted this in slightly different variations, but the two that I used that I kind of combined together was getawaytoday.com. That was on Pinterest, and then Pinbusters, who is on YouTube, so I used those two. So what we will do is we will take our rope, and you're going to put your safety pin kind of through it. It's kind of hard to say. Oh, this is thick rope. So maybe just kind of like on the top. And the good thing about the safety pin is that it will guide. Now this is a little tight depending on your neckline, your color. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on one end and we're going to feed the rope through, cross over, and come throughout the same side. So it's going to loop all the way around. This was the part that confused me the most, that I had the hardest time trying to figure out. So good thing is you're doing this on video. I'm going to redo this. You're doing this on video so you can take your time, redo it if you need to. And luckily, there's nothing permanent about this, so you can just keep redoing it if you need to. So we're just going to kind of pull this safety pin through. It's kind of a awkward process. Now we're going to come through and do this side this way. So now we have this one coming in, going around and coming out this side. Now we're going to take this one, put it through here, come around and come out this side. And I'm going to take this side because this looks nice and neat. It's easier to get through. If yours is starting to look like this, go ahead, just cut it off and make it nice and clean. It'll be so much easier. So this is where it really starts to get hard because now you're trying to fit two in one small space. So we're going to feed it through slowly. Again, be careful if your pin starts to open up inside. Just try not to put too much pressure on it. And take your time with this. It can be frustrating, I know. So if you need to pull out and start all over again, that's fine. Okay, so now I have this, and I just want to get the end out, and then the rest will be easy. Okay, there we go. And now, perfect. And then you can see as you pull, it will close, and then poof, you open it. There we go. And now I'll show you how to secure the straps. So first of all, you want to tie it together. I'm just gonna make it really tight. And then I'll just cut off the extra from there. Then, I forgot to tell you this part, you want to keep the last two strips undone. And we're going to tie this. Now, I've seen this two ways. I've seen one where they tie and one where they safety pin. And I think you could do either or both. I would probably do both just to have that extra security. So just stuffing this through here. That's great. And now on the other side. And there you go. Now you have a little bag. This would be great for like gym clothes. And then you can close it. It'd be great for little kids' toys. They can take stuff with them. And this is another fun way to repurpose. Like this has a little cut, but who cares? Maybe something that you like that just doesn't fit anymore, especially for children. So this is a little more challenging than our normal activities, but I hope you enjoy it and I hope you rose to the challenge. And if you're having trouble, feel free to email me, flref@farmingtonlibraries.org, or feel free to watch this video over and over until you can do it on your own. And stay tuned for our next fall and eventually winter crafts. So I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope that you're finding lots of fun things to do here. And if you need any help with curbside pickup or anything to read or DVDs to watch, feel free to also email us at flref@farmingtonlibraries.org, and we can help you with all your needs. Thanks, and have a great day.